All right, well, we will start today finding a nice tall spine. Nice easy seat, so if that's with legs crossed, or maybe soles of the feet together. Some people even like one leg extended or both legs, just whatever feels comfortable today. And really lifting up and out of the sit bones. And use that exhale to soften and relax the shoulders. Let them sink away from the ears. Really feel those sit bones connected and rooted down. And feel and follow the path of the breath in and out. Just our movement. Let's start in the shoulders. Squeezing those shoulders up by the ears, rolling them back and down. And we'll switch directions, rolling those shoulders forward. And we'll release, relax. And let's tip that right ear toward that right shoulder, maybe even planting the left hand in the outer part of that left hip. Using inhale, we'll sweep that chin down toward the chest and bring left ear toward left shoulder. And maybe we plant that right hand. And sinking the chin down toward the chest. Just let it hang there for a moment. And bring those hands out in front. Nice tall spine hinging from the hips. We'll walk or slide those hands forward and hang the head between the arms. Keeping those hands stretched out, we'll walk them off to the left. Breathe down that right side. Through center, we'll walk them off to the right. And back to center. And walking those hands all the way back up underneath. We use an inhale and reach those arms up overhead, stretching tall. And on our exhale, we'll reach right hand behind, left hand to the right knee. Tall spine twist. Inhale to reach up tall. And we'll exhale to the left. Inhaling up through center. And we'll exhale, release. And let's come to our tabletop. Those hands and knees. And let's circle out those hips here first. Start in whichever direction you want to. And switching direction. And coming back into neutral with cat and cow. Inhaling to lift the gaze and drop the belly button. Exhaling to find cat, rounding the spine, really pressing the mat away. Inhaling back into cow. Exhaling for cat. A couple more. Last one of each. And we're finding neutral. We'll extend our right leg, flexing that foot, pulling the belly button in. We'll reach out with that right arm. And exhale to release, switching sides. We'll extend right leg and that left arm. And release. And then we'll walk those hands to the top of the mat. Tuck those toes. And we'll find that first down dog practice. Pedaling things out here, shifting around, getting comfy. And then we'll look up at the hands, bend the knees, we'll walk to the top. And we'll find ragdoll. So feet are about hips distance apart, grabbing opposite elbows. And just hanging heavy, finding some length. Keeping that slow, steady breath. And as we release those hands, we'll slowly roll up all the way to our standing mountain. Inhale, reaching those hands up overhead. We'll exhale, hinge and fold. On the inhale, we'll come to halfway lift, flattening the back, dropping that belly button. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. This time we'll exhale, fold, bend those knees, plant the hands, and make it back to plank. Maybe a high plank, maybe a modified plank. Exhale, we'll lower down. Inhale, lifting just the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, we'll press up and back, down dog. Bending the knees, we'll walk to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold. We'll plant those hands, step back to plank. Exhale to lower down, elbows in. Inhale, lifting the chest. And exhale, pressing up and back, down dog. Bending those knees, we'll step or walk to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands, step back to plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. And we'll bend the knees, step, walk or hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall, this time palms together overhead. We'll draw circles in the sky. Loosening things up a little bit. We'll pause and draw those circles the other way. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, fold. We're going to step our left foot back. Coming to runner's lunge, meaning to walk that right foot forward to keep the ankle under the knee. And we're going to rock a little bit on that back foot, feeling that stretch. And planting those hands, we'll step back to our plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. And we'll bend those knees, step or walk to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold. And we'll step right foot back. Coming to that runner's lunge. Settling in, and then maybe rocking on the ball of that back foot. Planting those hands, we'll step it back to plank. Exhaling to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bend those knees, step walker, hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold. We're going to step that left foot back again. Runner's lunge. Rocking on the ball of that back foot. This time, as we plant those hands, we're going to sweep this right foot all the way back, three-legged dog. Nice stretch. And then exhale, down dog. We'll bend the knees, step walker, hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold, taking the other side, stepping that right foot back. Runner's lunge, rocking on the ball of the foot. And planting those hands, sweep that left foot all the way back, three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. And we'll lower those knees, touch the toes, and let's sink back to child's pose. And as you're ready, we're going to make our way up into tabletop. And first, let's take those hips side to side. And the next time the hips are off to the left, we'll let them stay there. We'll look over that shoulder, trying to see our hip. It's okay if you don't see it. Often you will see it on one side before you can see it on the other side. And then one day, it'll just be there. You never know. That's why you have to keep coming to your mat and practicing. And then we'll move through center. We'll take those hips off to the right, and we'll look over that right shoulder. And back into center. I'm going to take our left hand first. We're going to open it up toward the sky. Circle out that wrist one way and the other way. And we're going to sweep that hand, palm up, all the way under the body. Lower that left ear down toward the mat. And then your right hand, you can walk to the top of the mat, or you can bind it behind the back, whichever version you prefer. And we'll plant the right hand, sweep that left all the way open, and release. And then we'll open up that right arm, circle that right wrist, and the other way. And then we'll sweep that right hand all the way under the body, lowering right ear down toward the mat, really sinking into that right shoulder, right ear. And then taking whichever option of that left arm that you want. And we'll plant that left hand. Sweep that right arm all the way open. Exhale, release. And for a little bit of core, we're going to make sure we have those wrists right under the shoulders, knees right under those hips. We're going to pull our belly button in and try to press up, lift those knees just off the mat and hold. Three, two, and one. Lower back down. Maybe take a few cat and cow. Loosen things up. Take a breath. And then we'll do that one more time. So coming to tabletop. Inhale, pull that belly button in. Draw those knees just off the mat. Really press the mat away here. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And then we'll lower a hip and come into seated. Let's bring soles of the feet together first. Relax those legs. Grow nice and tall. Hinge from the hips. And then as you find your stretch, hang that head heavy. Inhale, we'll roll up. Let's send our left leg out long. And first we're going to plant that right foot on either side of that left knee. Pull those left toes so they're coming back towards you, engaging that bottom leg. We'll reach the right arm behind. And then you can use the left arm to kind of hug that right knee into chest, or bring that left elbow all the way to the outer part of that right knee as you gaze back over the right shoulder. And we'll come back around to center. We'll send that right leg long, planting the left foot. Pull those right toes back towards you. Reach that left hand behind. And then again, you can hug that left knee into chest, or bring the right elbow to the outer part of the knee and gaze back. And we'll come back around to center, sending both legs long. We'll pull those toes back towards us. Reaching up tall, we'll hinge and fold. And release. We're going to plant our feet and make our way all the way down onto the back. And settling in here. And first, we're going to bring those feet hips distance apart. Walk them in maybe a little bit toward the sit bones. Keeping our arms relaxed and the chest and shoulders soft. We're going to take some bridges. So on your inhale, press into those feet. Lift the hips. Find as high as you can go. Pausing here, we'll hold. On that next exhale, slowly make your way back down to the mat. We'll pause. And then inhale, press into those feet, lift. Pausing here again at the top. Breathing slowly, deeply, stay soft. Just that engagement in the legs, the core, the back. And we'll lower back down. Nice. And we'll take some windshield wipers with the knees. When you're about even, go ahead and come back into neutral. We're going to start with our right leg. We're going to pull that right leg into chest and send our left leg long. And really give it a good squeeze. Pull it to the outer side, those right ribs. And then holding behind the leg, we're going to send the sole of that right foot up toward the sky. Nice stretch in the leg. And release, squeeze it back in. We're going to use our left hand to draw that right knee across the body. Keep the right arm now relaxed on the mat. Shoulders stay on the mat. Just pulling that knee across as far as feels okay. And we'll come back to center. Give it a good squeeze, and then we'll switch. We'll pull left knee in, send that right leg long. Really squeeze again, feeling that good stretch. And then holding behind the leg, we'll send the sole of the left foot up to the sky. And release, squeeze it in. We'll relax our left arm on the mat. And now with that right hand, we'll guide that left knee across the body and keeping both shoulders on the mat. And back into center. And we'll squeeze both knees in. Rock it out a little right to left. Get that lower back on the mat. And one more breath, squeezing in. On that exhale, we'll release and relax, sending the legs along. And finding our way into Shavasana. Feel free to use any props that you want to here to settle in. Maybe a blanket over top or an eye pillow to cover the eyes, or a bolster under the legs or pillows. Finding that position where you can really release. Let the body relax, melt and sink heavy into the mat, and letting all the good of our practice just soak in and settle in. Finding that breath that we found at the beginning of practice and coming back to it now. Once again, feeling that path of the inhale and the exhale. Once again, we'll come back to feeling that breath, becoming aware of the inhale and the exhale. Becoming aware of our body on the mat. Taking some small, gentle movements first. It's a way of coming back into our space. And drawing those knees in. We'll gently make our way to either side. Pausing for just a few moments, as we always do, to seal in our practice. To take a few moments to thank ourselves for coming, for taking this pause. And a few more exhales as a chance to leave anything else here we'd rather not take with us. And as you're ready, pressing back up. Meet back and seated. Thank you very much for sharing practice with me. The light in me greets, honors, and bows to the light in you. Namaste.